Hi everybody, it's Deborah from peoplelovinganimals.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, watching my video today. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to get your puppy to tell you when they have to go outside. I think one of the most frustrating things about potty training your puppy is when you actually see them start to pee on the carpet, or you discover that they've peed on the carpet or on the floor. And you're like, why didn't they tell me? Why didn't they cry? Why didn't they do something, right? You can actually teach your puppy to let you know when they have to go outside. We're going to talk about that in today's video. I'm going to give you 7 ways that you can do that. We're also going to talk a little bit about how you can know when your puppy needs to go outside. And then I'm going to have some freebies for you. We'll talk about them during the video, but if you look in the description box, you're going to find a link for a free puppy potty training video series from professional dog trainer Doggy Dan. It's called Potty Training Made Easy. I'm also going to give you a link for Doggy Dan's puppy training program called the Puppy Coach. It's a very thorough puppy training program, and it's only 19 bucks. So I'm going to give you the link for that. I'm also going to give you a link for a free puppy crate training tutorial, and I'm also going to give you a link for a printable puppy training daily schedule. Okay, so I hope those things will help you out. So let's go ahead and get into the video. If you've not been here before, my name is Deborah. I own peoplelovinganimals.com, and I do videos all about the care and health and training of dogs and cats. So if you would like to see more of my content, I would love to have you on board as a subscriber. And if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for coming back. I really appreciate the support. And if today's video is helpful to you, please go ahead and give it a like. It really does help YouTubers when you do that. Now, we're going to use this post from my website called How to Get a Puppy to Tell You When They Need to Go Outside to guide us through today's video. I'm going to give you a link to this post in the description box if you want to go back and read it. I'm also going to give you the links to everything that we talk about in today's video, including those freebies that I've told you about. So, let's talk about 7 ways that you can teach your puppy to go outside. Or to let you know when they have to go outside. We're going to talk about each one individually. First, use positive reinforcement. One of the best ways to teach your puppy anything is to use positive reinforcement. If you've been here before for my puppy training videos, you know I always say that dogs are very cause and effect. When I do this, this happens. When I do this, this happens. Do you see what I mean? So whatever you're doing to, say, give your puppy a reward, it has to be immediate. Okay, so if your puppy is doing something to let you know they have to go outside, like if they're whining at the door, for example, give them praise right there in that moment, and then take them outside, and then when they pee in the grass, give them praise again, or a treat, or both. Okay, so always use positive reinforcement, because your puppy is going to learn to make their decisions in their little puppy life based on what gets them a positive outcome. Okay, so it's just a very good tool to use no matter what you're trying to train your puppy to do. Also, establish a routine. I can't emphasize this enough. Having a routine for your puppy is one of the things that's going to help you to teach this, and also virtually anything that you're doing for puppy training. I'm going to give you a link in the description box to my article called Establishing a Routine for Your Puppy, and that includes a video. There's an interesting story at the beginning of that post about when my cousin came to visit. That's all I'm going to tell you. But it's interesting how that coincides to how important it is to give your puppy a routine. And like I say, later in the post, I'm going to give you a link for a printable schedule that you can use for your puppy. You know, puppies, just like kids, they need to know what to expect. They'll feel calmer, they'll feel happier in their life, they'll feel more relaxed if they know what's going to happen next. And they'll also learn things better. Okay, now we do this. Okay, now we do this. They're learning, okay, by repetition. So it is very important to establish a daily routine for your puppy. I'm also going to give you a link to a free tutorial from professional dog trainer Doggy Dan, where he talks about your schedule for your puppy and how to cover each thing that your puppy needs: potty training, exercise, eating, and sleeping. It's a free tutorial. I'm going to give you the link to it. I'm also going to give you a link to request a printable daily puppy schedule by the hour. Okay, so go ahead and click on that link either in this post or in the description box, and I'll send that to you. The other way is to monitor your puppy's behavior. Keep your eye out for signs that your puppy has to go outside, like if they're crying, if they're sniffing, if they're whining, if they're circling, if they're pacing. These are all signs that something's up, they're uncomfortable. You know, it could be a sign they have to go outside. And again, if they're doing that, give them praise, take them outside, give them praise. They're like, oh, when I did this, Mommy was happy, and I got to go outside, and I got to go to the bathroom, and then I got a treat. Do you see what I mean? Like cause and effect, cause and effect. Also, just pay attention and notice if your puppy's trying to get your attention. I don't know if you've had that happen. If you've been trying for any length of time to potty train your puppy, you've probably had that happen where you're like, oh my God, he peed on the floor. And it's like, well, yeah. Oh yeah, he was whining. Do you know what I mean? Like, you realize after the fact that the puppy had been trying to get your attention and you just didn't catch on. So be paying attention to when they're trying to get your attention. And also always make sure that you're giving a treat whenever they ask you to go outside and whenever they pee outside, okay? Also, you might consider crate training. Crate training your puppy can be an effective tool for potty training and for puppy training in general, but it is crucial that you do crate training correctly. If you don't, it can do more harm than good. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you a link to Doggy Dan's step-by-step training on how to crate train your puppy. I'm going to give you a link to that, and then in his training, he offers a free checklist. It's like a cheat sheet for crate training. It's very thorough. If you want to crate train your puppy, you're going to be glad that you found that tutorial. It's very helpful. Also, I'm going to suggest that you use effective puppy training programs. You know, if you're trying to potty train your puppy, if you're trying to get them to stop barking, if you're trying to get them to stop crying, if you're trying to get them to sleep through the night, if you're trying to get them to stop chewing on everything, no matter what you're struggling with your puppy, skip it. Just get the right training, okay? Just start from the beginning. Do it right the first time. Get it over with so you and your puppy can go on with your lives, okay? I can't stress it enough. Just get the right training, learn the right technique. This is not the time to do trial and error. Your puppy's only young once. You know, our pets, they're only with us for a short time. They don't live more than 10 to 17 to 20 years. It's not a long time. Don't waste the time struggling with training. Your puppy's in trouble all the time because they're doing this, they're doing that. Just skip right ahead to the training. So I'm going to give you a link to the puppy coach from Doggy Dan. It's only $19. It's a terrific puppy training program. I'm also going to give you the link to Potty Training Made Easy. That is a video series from Doggy Dan, and I like it very much because it's actually a video of Doggy Dan in a guy's house, and the guy has a new puppy, and Doggy Dan is literally in the guy's living room showing him how to set up the crate, showing him how to set up the schedule for the puppy, showing him everything step by step. So I think that if you're trying to potty train, again, do it right, get the training. It's free from Doggy Dan, and just go ahead and get it solved, right? So you don't have to worry about it. And also, no matter what you're doing with your puppy, always be consistent and always be patient. Make sure that everyone in your household is using, for example, these same 7 steps, if this is what you're trying to do, is to teach the puppy to let you know. But no matter what puppy training techniques you're using, make sure that you're all on the same page, okay? Like, for example, if you have a spouse or if you have kids, when you watch Doggy Dan's puppy training videos, maybe watch them together as a family. Like, you know, get everybody on the same page as this is how we're training the puppy, because you don't want your puppy to get confused. You don't want, you know, one person will let the puppy sit on the couch, the other person won't let the puppy sit on the couch. That, you know, one person takes him here to go outside and go pee-pee, the other person takes him here. You're using all different commands. You know, it's just really important for all of you to get on the same page when training your puppy, so that your puppy won't get confused, and so that you can all get through it as quickly as possible. I'm going to give you a link also for in this post called vetexplainspets.com. That's a really good article that also gives ideas about how to teach your puppy to let you know when they have to go outside. A couple more things before we go. First, in case I forget, I don't think I mentioned it. I have a dog lovers email list. And I'm going to give you a link in the description box to go ahead and sign up for that if you would like to. If you sign up for it, you get a free puppy training, dog training ebook from Doggy Dan, and then once you're on that list, about once a week or so, you will get an email from peoplelovinganimals.com all about the care, health, and training of dogs. So I hope that you'll enjoy being signed up for that email list. And of course, if at any time you want to unsubscribe, you can. One last thing, if you've not been here before, you don't know that I donate to animal charities. I make a small commission on some, not all, but some of the products and services that I recommend on my YouTube channel and also on my website. That's how I do peoplelovinganimals.com as my job. And then I donate 10% of my earnings to animal charities. And if you go to the homepage of my website, peoplelovinganimals.com, you will see a list of the animal charities that I donate to. So again, thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope that it was helpful. I hope you'll take advantage of the free training from Doggy Dan and also the $19 Puppy Coach training program, and go ahead and get the techniques to train your puppy correctly and to train them quickly, so that, like I said, you can all just go on with your lives and your puppy can be happy and you can be happy. Again, if today's video was helpful, please go ahead and give it a like. Please subscribe if you're not already. And please go ahead and share this YouTube channel with your friends and family who have a dog or a cat, especially if they have a pet who they're having a problem with. I've got, I believe, more than 500 videos now on my YouTube channel, so chances are I would have a video to help them with whatever problem they might be having. Again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Deborah, and my website is peoplelovinganimals.com. Thanks again. Thanks again. Bye-bye.